Welcome to the Tribunal. I'm Tanisha. Subscribing is how you claim your designated seat and stay inside this tribunal. We'd be honored to read your analysis in the comments. To gain access to the show, you must subscribe, have a seat in your designated seating, and begin commenting. The show will be
Tanisha, sorry to disturb you, madam. There are subjects here that have been brought for adjudication.
You stand here because your actions have shaped our community. At sundown, we move forward with clarity and balance.
welcome to Tanisha's Tribunal.
Subscribe, like, and hit the bell for updates.
Bless the channel by Cash App at $sign the Tribunal 1. Join the tribe.
With the tea, and you guys have been sipping it. I love it. Thank you all so much for all my new sippers over on YouTube. We are live on Facebook. Hi, let me check my lives as well on my phone. Make sure you guys can hear me. Hi, Facebook. If you guys can hear me, remember, drop your teacups in the chat. I see that live. Let me go ahead and pin that live to the top of the channel. Okay. Pin to the top of the channel. I see that live. Okay, I can hear myself loud, live and clear. Very, very, very well. Everything looks great over on Facebook. Welcome, all sippers on Facebook. We are almost at 16,000 followers. We're at 5,597. So if you're new to the sippers over here with Tanisha Talks Teas, will you please become one of our next followers over on Facebook? Just please scroll up, hit that follow button, and begin sipping tea with that are continuing to follow me on Facebook, watch me on Facebook, support, engage, and talk tea with me on Facebook. We really want to thank you guys so much for doing that. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, wrong one. We are also live on Twitch. Hi, all my Twitch sippers. Twitch, where you at? All my sippers. We're doing wonderful over on Twitch. We have about 1,700 followers on Twitch. So thank you guys so much. For following us on Twitch. We are also live on Kick. We've been kicking it on Kick now for about a month or so, and we're almost at like 25 followers. So, that's a great start over on Kick. Kick is a relatively, new streaming platform. So I'm very, thankful to be welcomed on Twitch. So thank you all of my new kickers over on Kick for sipping tea with Tanisha Talks Teas. So thank you guys so very much. For sipping tea with Tanisha over on Twitch. Kick YouTube, and Facebook. We're going to get right on into the show. I have got a show today to bring to you guys to talk some tea about Martell Holt from Love and Marriage Huntsville. I am a reality TV sipper, so occasionally I bring a story or two to talk to you, whatever, I feel moved by, empowered, to elevate and soar about matters that matter, to us, as sippers of the reality TV world. So I've been watching Love and Marriage Huntsville now since the beginning. And so, one of the most talked about storylines on Love and Marriage Huntsville is Martell Holt. You remember Martell Holt used to be married to Melody Holt, right? They were married for a very long time, like college, high school. Sweethearts, got together, married for like 10, 11 years. And Martell began to introduce infidelity into the relationship, right? So they came on the show as like a very big power couple, almost like Jay-Z and Beyonce, right? Very, very big power couple, okay? So let's start by just bringing everybody up to date with who Melody and Martell are, okay? Let me share my screen.
So when the pandemic happened and you saw your husband leave the house, you figured out that he was seeing this other woman.
Leaving the house for hours at a time, like you said, everything shut down. Our companies and clients that we've been doing work for shut down. We've always been very particular when we have kids to make sure that we keep them safe. So we always, like when I had all our kids, I'd stay in the house for 6, 8 weeks. And so for him to leave for hours at a time, that it didn't make sense to me. But not only that, there were certain things Martell started saying that wasn't adding up, such as, like, I was going to learn to accept him cheating. And, I need to talk to the older women. And I said, well, Martell, maybe you need to talk to the older men. And he was like, I'll never forget this conversation. That's why I can repeat it word for word. He was like, I have. I said, well, what did they say? He was like, honestly, they said, don't mess with nobody that ain't got nothing to lose. Make her sign a contract. And hearing him say this when I'm a new mom, I was like, he hasn't changed at all or grown up. He's figuring out how to do it better. He's figuring out how to be deceptive better. And that's when I made the decision to leave. I hadn't at that time heard any. To do with that.
So you didn't leave because of the baby. You left because you saw that he wanted to be a smarter cheater and wanted you to accept it.
And it had been 3 years. March of 2017.
So here, guys, as we are catching up on what brings us to today's topic of the Love and Marriage Huntsville Martell Holt, now with Arionne Curry, the mistress that he's referring to him having the baby with, okay? Melody said that she didn't even leave because she was pregnant. Arionne was pregnant. That he had been cheating with Arionne.
Welcome to Tanisha's Tribunal.
Subscribe, like, and hit the bell for updates.
Bless the channel by Cash App at $ the Tribunal 1. Join the tribe.
3 whole years in their 10, 11-year marriage. And Melody accepted that. And I believe Melody's going to also come, to describe about her also being pregnant at the time Arionne was pregnant. Martell had both of them pregnant, I believe, around the same time.
I found out that Martell had been seeing someone. A couple of months before that, we were at our home in our kitchen, and his phone rang. We were in the kitchen. He had walked over to the sink or something. I was at the table, and it kept ringing, block call, back to back to back. And I was like, what is going on? So I just answered hello, and they hung up. And I was like, huh? Then they called back. So I was like, hello? And then his child's mother said, I didn't call your phone, put Martell on the phone. Mind you, at this point, I didn't have any inclination that there was infidelity going on in my marriage. I honestly didn't. And so I was like, what in the hell? What is going on? Who you talking to? And so then I'm like, Martell, come get the phone. He wouldn't come get the phone for anything in the world. She called back and kept calling back. That was the first line of disrespect.
Martell, let me ask you this. At one point, you accused Marceau and Melody of messing around because she was talking to him a lot.
No.
You didn't call Marceau.
I'll tell you exactly what it was.
Go ahead.
And he apologized for this.
No, he never apologized for anything.
Say that one more time.
I never apologized. You apologized to me.
Dude, stop.
Okay, that's a little snippet, bringing us up to date more on just understanding, okay, Melody and Martell's storyline. Remember, they came on the show hard hitting, right? As the very much power couple, okay? On the scene of Love and Marriage Huntsville. They were the couple, that were bringing all of the other couples into their group that they had assembled, okay? And so they were the ones that were kind of catapulting for the other married couples to kind of, have a green screen of, or however have you, a whiteboard of the blueprints of how to really do that shit, right? Melody, she secured a really big contractual side of the construction part of the real estate game. Her realtor license and everything secure and in place, where Melody became like a powerhouse of their group overall, of everybody, to where she had the go ahead in ways in the construction field to do things, get things done very effectively and productively, to where she even soared past the men type situations. So here we're going to see Melody, where she is at her new office, after things kind of came to where they were, and she was looking to leave Martell. I believe she may have still been pregnant in this clip or expecting their new baby. Let's listen and look at this.
I think it's going to bring a lot of money into Huntsville.
I do too. Right now Huntsville has actually been coined the largest city in the state now. They've surpassed Birmingham.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Oh my goodness, baby. Hey, this is an awesome time.
In walks Martell and the kids. Now, of course, I was super happy to see my babies, but I literally haven't been around Martell, talked to him really in a long time. Now, I hope he ain't coming in here with no negative energy, because I need my vibrations to be super high today. I'm very shocked right now to see that he is here at the Arionne Amphitheater.
Had to bring us to support you.
I'm gonna say the whole show or until y'all get too hot.
I don't know. We've already been too hot.
You already been too hot. You need some sunscreen.
Can I take them to get something to drink? Because they have a room with drinks and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Water. I can give them water.
Look at you, Lee. I always
Water and
seeing some
fruit.
stuff. Yeah.
You saw him, Malik?
Yeah, I saw somebody had fruit. And then there was like some lemonade and juice. And then they
Want you some to drink,
Lemonade and
Martell?
juice.
And then
Come on, Martell. You want some water and fruit?
Well, go get it.
Where I got put it around me.
They passing that cold.
Okay, get a
I'm
little
going to go get some
tan.
fruit and something to drink.
It's hot up there. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad they came. They told me they wanted to come. I said, y'all have to tell your daddy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then I said, it had to be the hottest day. I said, but let's go. Because they kept talking about this.
Where's Sugar Mama?
She at my mom's. It's a little too hot for her out here.
Sugar Mama would have been happy.
All right, so this is after baby. Okay, after their 4th baby together. Okay, so she has had their littlest baby, and they call her Sugar Mama.
On the ball with them drums. Thank you for bringing them.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. I have to bring them to support their mom on this big day.
That's
making history.
This is great for Huntsville.
Right, 100%. This is the first act, right?
It's the opening weekend.
So, congratulations on making history.
There are more ways to watch OWN now than ever before. For more information, go to find.
Okay, we're just getting caught up to bring us up to today's topic, right? About now Martell Holt trying to bring in, okay, Arionne Curry to the Love Marriage Huntsville show, okay? Remember, when you come in, like and subscribe. Hold your teacups up. We are sipping tea from the Love Marriage Huntsville.
What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing?
You doing all right?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good.
You want me to sit right here?
Yeah, good.
Oh.
You getting something to drink? Did you order already?
No, I'm good. I'm fasting today. Thank you.
Fasting from everything?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Well, guess you wanted to meet me today.
Yeah.
So I guess you got some things on your mind.
Yeah, I guess, trying to get in a better place. I know we had a lot of attention coming out of Vegas.
Shut up! Not this one.
Hey,
Not this
come on,
one.
man.
I should have said a whole lot about you and your side chick. Hey,
You learn! The whole
absolutely
I don't want every time we, talk about certain things or discuss certain topics that we get into an argument.
What do you feel in Vegas were?
Some triggers to make us get to where we got.
Absolutely, because I feel like when I got there, I was fine.
Yeah, we all were. I was too. Yeah, I was happy to see you, yeah.
Oh, were you? Oh, okay.
Something like that.
Oh, okay. Well.
Can we take that back?
Why are you scared to say if that's how you feel?
Go ahead, continue.
So, I mean, what things happened that led it to be where I 2 instances in 24 hours, men trying to hold you back from getting in my face? Like, what in the world?
Like, I know what I can do to push your buttons, and I feel that you know the same thing.
I don't think we know that. I think if we knew that and understood it and respected it, then we wouldn't keep being at sit down.
No, because in relationships, we have our ups and downs. Things happen that...
People do have ups and downs, but you had a big down. A big down.
And I apologize.
Can you throw them apologies in a river of no more? Because you know how many years I heard them?
Well, I wish you apologize. Hey, y'all apologized to me probably one time in them 12 years and done so much more than me.
Oh, I've not done so much more than you.
Stop it.
Name it.
Every time you left the house, you stayed gone for a day until my...
Was
She's
I
in a
leaving?
hotel.
I was by
Yes.
myself. Don't no woman just up and leave.
Yeah.
We barely celebrated our 1st year anniversary because of your mouth and how you talk to me and your attitude. Let's be 100. So you've been disrespecting me for years.
Stop talking so loud. You disrespecting me now in a public place. Stop.
You disrespecting me publicly.
No,
So as we're hearing here, right, it may not have all been so much happiness in the home life of the Holts than there was in the business side of the marriage, right? And as we know in life, you have wonderful things going on at work, in your business, with your friends, but at home, things may not be all 100% peachy keen roses, you know, things like that. So it looks like there may have been some of that going on in their home from the beginning. Melody says that, you know, for the first year, they really didn't get to celebrate their first year's anniversary because of how nasty Martell may have been treating her.
The biggest disrespect you could ever do.
I did not.
Hey, too bad you didn't care enough about your public appearance to keep your penis in the household. So, miss me.
Just stop. I'm gonna stop. You stop. Let's talk about the kids.
What is it that you want?
Well, me knowing that you have too many babysitters, and I've talked to you several times about it. In terms of too many people, I feel raising my children, too many different influences. I don't know who have them at times because you got like about 10 different babysitters.
I don't have 10 different babysitters.
Well, I say 4 or 5.
I have 2.
Like, no, because 3 people watch them in one day. Last week or week before last?
Yeah.
3 people watched them. So you said 2, but it's 3 right there.
So your cousin's not their babysitter.
But she
watched them for a couple of hours, like
okay,
2, and that was only because you weren't able.
That
was only because you weren't able to pick them up at the time that they would typically get out of school. Then you had them the week prior. Then I had them the week prior. Let me finish.
What was that
Hold
date?
on a second.
Because I got ours.
It was on not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before. You picked them up on a Monday. The week prior, the kids were with me. We went out of town to Atlanta. We went and saw my aunt. My cousin just had his baby. Then I had to go to Atlanta for a speaking engagement.
So you left them with your auntie?
With my mother.
Did your brother Marcus watch them? Because they told me Marcus watched them.
Are you ready for me to finish?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you ready for me to finish? Then we went while you're keeping your track. See, this is why when you say move forward, I don't agree with you. So no,
because I'm
going to address that too. I'm going to address that too. I'm going to address that. Yeah. Oh,
6:21.
Oh, my
I
gosh.
picked up the kids.
Are you going to let me finish, or are you going to keep doing what you do? Because when you were talking, I was quiet.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So let me get the facts for you, because yours aren't accurate.
Okay, so just more insight, right? Going to bring us up to today's topic. Martell Holt on Love Marriage Huntsville. He's trying to replace, Melody, who has changed her name back to her before marital name, to the Love and Marriage Huntsville franchise. Way right on into we first, right? Let's backtrack. Okay, reiterate over what we've sipped from so far. How Love and Marriage Huntsville, very big breakout TV show of married Black successful couples down in Kentucky, right? Huntsville, Kentucky. And so is it Alabama? It's one of them down south states. Okay, Huntsville. Nonetheless, drop it in the chat if you guys know where exactly Huntsville is filmed. I think it's in Alabama. Anyway, how they came to the show, right? Very big, powerhouse couple, married couple, came on the 3 kids, ended the show. Well, not ended the show, but ending of every season so far now. Another child with another girl named Arionne Curry. Okay, so now we're getting up to the point to where Melody and Martell's marriage start to, come to the end of its course, and the divorce is in play process. Okay, and of course now we're going to see Martell respectably, deny and wish that he hadn't made the infidelity choices that he had. However, this is where he is, and Melody is making him thankfully face his truth head on without any underlying, smoke and mirrors. Okay. Drop those likes and subscribes, follows on me as I continue to pour this tea on you today. We're sipping tea from the Love Marriage Huntsville franchise about Martell Holt and his distasteful, display on the Love and Marriage Huntsville. Right, that Martell always wants to, in the beginning of the end of their marriage, hold on to Melody. Just her very mere presence gives him some type of satisfaction. Okay. Let's read some of the comments. It's killing him that she doesn't give him the access anymore. Exactly. When Mel said it's not going to happen, that was the best response. Darian Cunningham 4413 says no, he doesn't love Mel. He loved the life that was provided while being married to her. Sip that tea, y'all. Darian just dropped that tea. T2164 says, how can anybody watch this clip and still say Mel cheated? All that screaming and yelling he did in Houston, only to sit across the table from her and say he didn't say she did, but that was the possibility. Exactly, Tay2104. Angie BG2010 says, basically, he's saying forget the cheating, lying, the downgrading, the manipulation, and pain I caused, and just take me back regardless of my unchanged behavior. Oh, preach, pour that tea, Miss Angie BG2010. That's exactly what that son of a bitch did, okay? He just, wanted her to sweep everything under the rug, forget all of her feelings, the kids' feelings, the family's feelings, the ongoers, the watchers, the fans, the supporters of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay, he is a despicable person. He is definitely a rendition of the Devil Wears Prada. Okay, women, be wary of these men. These men. He love bombed this woman, and I believe it was essentially for really her influence. Melody's beautiful, and not only is she a gorgeous woman out here in life, her offspring are beautiful children. She bears fruit that are just intelligent, beautiful, and everything that a successful Black man, a man period, would want in a woman carrying their offspring and bringing forth life into their next generations. However, unfortunately, Martell did not see that for entirely what it was, and he ruined it. Our next clip is going to be when he, cannot accept the fact of her moving on. They're not quite divorced at this time of the clip. However, they are separated. Okay,
straight to social media. So now, when I see you with a dude, and it was a shocker to me. It's the first time me saying something like that. So. Hell yeah. I'm like, what's up, man? So you walked over there, we talked?
Yeah.
And I told you I was coming over to Condos where you was going to be at.
You didn't tell me you were coming here. You said, where y'all going?
I said, I'll be over there.
No. No.
It doesn't matter. No. I had all intentions to come over there.
But for what?
Because I wanted to. I saw her at a restaurant. She said she was on a date. I'm like, oh, okay.
Like, you had a whole business meeting. Somebody told me flew in from LA. So you step out of a business meeting deal possibility to address your ex-wife about her being out in public with someone, and you got them waiting on you. Then you probably ended the damn meeting in 15 minutes just so you could come over there.
It don't matter.
It does matter.
To me, no.
So this is what I'm saying. When you talk about your business reputation and trying to get things back however you want them to be, this is childish.
Doing stuff. Everything you're doing, especially on social media, is childish. I'd much rather do something in your face, in your presence, than hide behind a damn computer.
Martell, I have not, as of late at all, been bothering you on social media. Like, you literally was like, are you on the day? I said, I'm walking out at Bridge Street. Now you gonna be my wife again.
No, I ain't say I don't want you to be my wife again.
Okay, Martell. Okay, Martell. Whatever you like to say.
I don't want you to be my wife
again. Well, that's not what you just said.
I just said I don't want you to be my wife. I told you that before.
That's not what you. That's not what you just said the other day.
What I've said in the past is only way that I will be with you is only because of my children.
Martell. And then he really tries to make her appear to be so desperate. After she initiated the divorce, he's not the one that wanted to divorce her. We all know that if it was up to him, they'd still be married today. Okay. He's just making himself look so small while he's actually, trying to really make her look so small. But he really looks small standing there saying these things to her, knowing there's no significance in them at all.
And my thing is, why are we even discussing stuff like this? I mean, you trying to get
What do you mean?
some airtime?
What do you mean?
Like what that?
What's funny?
That's what you flown with at our favorite restaurant. How you gonna take another dude to like the family?
That's my favorite restaurant.
No, that was a family favorite restaurant.
Martell, let me say let me be clear.
Like that.
Let me be clear.
Like that.
Let me be clear.
I'm just saying this.
Let me be clear. Last I checked, I'm single.
Look at that.
Last I checked,
I know.
I'm single.
Do better.
No, you really need to
do better.
And what you should be doing is worrying about what you were doing while you were married and out here in these Huntsville streets.
You too.
So
You
I'm
did the same
single.
thing.
No, I
You
did
did the same
not.
thing
You're
I
lying.
did.
No, I did
No, you
not.
did.
Prove it. You don't see me calling all you don't see me calling all the women over the state to state.
And see, he never expected Melody to drop her nuts in a sense after what he had been doing. He never expected her to really put on her big girl panties and stand in her truth and just accept her marriage, what it would look like moving forward, her being, a co-parent with Martell with their 4 children. Hell, she even had a baby on the tail end of their divorce. So we always know her heartstrings were always still attached in other places. I'm keeping it PG-13 for the tea sippers this afternoon. But we know she was very much still attached to Martell. However, whenever he came at her sideways, she always stood her valid ground with him and let him know that she sees him coming around the corner, okay, and she's clocking all his tea.
You don't see me saying anything about them.
Hey, look, people around.
Tell the truth.
People
Quit
around.
over talking me.
I'm sorry.
Pulling up the little video. Thank you. Because what was you recording us for?
Stop.
For what?
Stop.
You're being disrespectful.
Of course I'm gonna be disrespectful.
I'm gonna be disrespectful. You see what I'm saying? And that is the bitter man of Martell. He is the devil that wears Prada, period. Why are you he knew he had no proof on Melody doing absolutely anything that would call for inconsolable differences in the marriage. He could not pull one stop on this woman, and that always ate him alive. That he could never ever get anything to, essentially over the long game, okay? Because divorce is the long game when you've been married that long. It's not about the little hits and misses that you think you got while you're trying to divorce somebody. That shit don't matter none at the end of the finished product. Who's left with what's standing, right?
Not your woman no more. So what you being disrespectful for?
Thank you. Remember, sippers, to like and subscribe. We are going to continue to follow the Martell Holt and Melody saga on Love Marriage Huntsville. Sip that tea and bring us to the up-to-date tea, okay? Continue to keep your teacups in your hands because we're almost there. We're getting close. But we still have to sip the tea so that we know exactly what brings us to where we are today with Martell and Arionne.
I was gonna show you pretty much my idea for different arrangements.
Okay.
So.
And Melody was always the fan favorite of the relationship. Even when they were strong, Melody was always the talking points. She was always the one with the bulletin points. She was always the one that was on point with the things for their construction guru group, remember? Because it started off as that, where all of the married couples were coming together and showing how Black successful married people down in Huntsville operate in the construction and the building of Black, well, you know, communities, just communities in general, for, you know, middle class and, oh, the word escapes my mind, affluent people in Huntsville, okay? And I do believe they also work on low income things of that nature as well. So here's where we see Martell following Melody to every scene that she's in damn near on Love Marriage Huntsville while they're going through a divorce.
I wasn't going.
Oh, okay.
Martell joking about us being in the same room, that's a dream of his. He wishes that I would want him to be in the same room as me. Trust me. Now I got time for jokes this trip. Let's enjoy these kids. Let's have positivity and good moments. And guess what else? Let's not make anyone feel uncomfortable. So that's my room over there.
Okay.
So I'm thinking me and my mom, and there's bunk beds right there. So some kids on this floor, and then you and your mom have up here this floor.
I'm supposed to play for the kids.
You know he missed that. She gave that man every aspect of what it looks like to give a man of yourself as a woman, from him to his mother to his brother that was in prison. Okay, like that woman, she gave her all of what it looks like to give your all to a man in his life. She encumbered that.
Say what?
Sleep on the same floor with the kids.
So the bunk beds for the kids are down here on this floor. So it's not a big deal.
Oh, okay.
It's right here. It's in the same house.
Okay.
So then I figure, and then y'all will be up here where the pool table and the game and stuff is. So if you want this to be your room and your mom can sleep in there. Y'all on the floor together. You and your mom. Mm-hmm. And it's a walkout balcony too.
Okay.
Typical Martell. Give him an inch.
Satisfied.
He wants to take a mile. Can you just be happy that you're here,
Thank
that
you.
I invited you and your mother, and that you ain't had to spend a dime on this trip, and just enjoy? Doesn't matter, the kids are right below you. Are we really about to debate on you not being on the same floor as them? Get out of here. Enjoy your free trip, honey. How you feeling about the trip so far?
Good. Good energy coming from everybody. I mean, I love that. And honestly, feel like old times, you know what I'm saying? Seriously. Yeah. It's all good. Looking forward to the next few days.
Cool.
What about you?
Glad y'all came.
Yeah.
This is, the first time us doing a trip all together in a couple of years.
Yeah.
So, I want everything to just stay very positive and for this to be something that the kids remember as positive. I think as long as everybody just keeps their energy in the right spot.
Yeah.
And everybody's positive. And,
I don't see why it wouldn't be.
A lot of times you don't understand or see why things go the way they go, and they go that way, right?
It's gonna stay good.
All
Great
right.
energy.
Yeah,
the whole
great
trip.
energy. Now, go on and get on out my room now. Shut the door behind you now. Go on. Yeah,
Damn room, man, over there. Damn crispy white room.
Yes, that's right.
Want Martell in here, man.
Oh, no.
I ain't got that,
Martell trying to send these subliminal signals, messages, flirtationists, and all of that this way, he can cut it out. It's a no. Not gonna happen, not getting back together, ain't sleeping in the same room together, same bed together, ain't holding hands together, none of that. So no.
So how you feel?
I feel good. Kids so excited. They so happy.
It's so beautiful.
And that's what we do it for.
They so happy.
It seemed like old times, to be real about it.
It is.
The energy's good.
Yeah.
Everybody's positive. Everybody's happy. Like we're just doing what we normally do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at some pictures back when we were in Florida. It was riding the bikes.
Yeah, I feel like you and Dad are getting along really better. Now when we're at this beach house, I feel like it's like really nice. You and Dad are.
Well, we're just getting along because we love you guys and we're your parents, so we want to be able to take y'all, be able to be around each other and be on a trip together, right? We're not getting back together or anything like that, okay? I don't want y'all to think that. But we are wanting you guys to be able to, be on a trip with both of us. So I invited him to come along, how we used to do?
Yeah.
Thing is, they're still small, they're still little kids, and they still just, I don't know. I just love that they're still kids. You know, they're still vulnerable, and they still just want to be up under mom, dad, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And want to have some fun,
And,
you know?
and just to see you and Melody right there together with the kids. That's the most beautiful thing in the world.
I wouldn't want to cause my children any heartbreak under any
Did you
condition.
hear his mother say that that was the most beautifulest thing in the world to her? I wonder, we're going to get to all of this, how she may feel now, and take some notes about Arionne. Does anybody know how she may feel about Arionne, the second baby mother that he had in the marital relationship with Melody? If you guys know, drop some links. I'm going to be looking that up, so you can also follow up with that while we're doing this live. Please, if you're new to being a sipper, like and subscribe.
My kids, they understand what divorce means. They understand that mommy and daddy are apart. I want them to be hopeful. Hell, I'm hopeful. We'll see what God has in stores in the future. But until then, we go do whatever's best for our children. Just got to keep it up. Don't let nothing come between us. Like again, like nothing negative come between us.
Nothing never did, and nothing never will.
Yeah.
There are more ways to watch OWN now.
We are going to keep this tea spilling. So, Love Marriage Huntsville, Martell, you know, just a distasteful devil in Prada man. Okay. If you were his wife of 11 years, had 3 kids with him, did have a 4th one while he had another girl pregnant, would you have stayed with Martell? Please drop that in the chat. Let me know what my tea sippers are at.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Just own it. It's okay. Own it.
No. Stop.
Don't tell me to stop. I'm asking you a question.
That's your problem.
Oh, to me, my problem is
Stop
because
with all
God
that
knows.
negativity.
You said, oh, my problem is I have a lot of negativity.
I said stop with it. You know what I'm
You
saying?
think that's my problem?
Look, you're trying to stay in a good space for them. So how about you stop with that negativity right now for them, okay? Listen, if we're not grown enough to sit here and have a decent conversation while eating dinner, something's wrong then, you know? So I don't know who dropped the ball, Melody or myself, when it comes to this conversation. But regardless of who did drop the ball, right now I think that the conversation's going left. And hopefully I can reel it back in.
Like, even today, listen to your mom, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are things that you have to work to figure out on your own. You have children who have gone through stuff like divorce, a whole family unit being together now is not together anymore. You didn't experience that, and I didn't either. So this is new for us.
Yeah.
When you think about there being professionals who are trained to help you as parents, what do you think about parenting classes?
I mean, I'm open. I'm open for it. Anything that help us all grow and really to help/heal, assist on our journey, I'm down for that.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Me being here isn't just because you asked me. You know what I'm saying? It's because I wanted you to know I am apologetic for the things that I put you through over the years too, though. You know
You're
what I'm saying?
apologetic of those things.
Of course.
What is the difference from the way you feel apologetic now than the way you felt apologetic?
No, because now
all the years prior.
Because I understand. So because sometimes I probably apologized in the past, I didn't understand 100% the reason I was apologizing. You follow me? Now I'm in a different space, and I don't have to point the finger at you. I'm accepting all the 100% accountability for everything that I've done, because I know that what I did was the ultimate cause of our demise, period. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the things I put you through. Sorry for the things that I put the family, the kids through, and things like that. So I still will apologize because it was major, you know? We had our lives planned out. The kids' lives planned out. And some of the stupidity that I put forth, and me feeling that, me pointing the finger at you for things you weren't doing, well, I should not have. I should have been pointing at myself to be a better person within our marriage. And I feel now that I can sit here and apologize because I know that I did wrong, you know? So Yeah, that's why I wanted to sit down. I wanted to do that. Apologize for real to you while we're in a good space, and hopefully that you receive it well. You follow me?
I receive it.
Yeah.
I receive it.
Cool. That's what's up.
Martell and I, we got married very young, and so we literally grew up together. There was a friendship there. There were a lot of life experiences that we shared. I'm hopeful that we can maybe get back to the root of when we first got together, which was a friendship, and us actually being friends. And that will enable us to do more things together without all of the bitterness, all of the attitude, all of the negativity. Hopefully we can get back. Even though the romance is gone, the passion is gone, the friendship piece, hopefully can still be there.
I ain't gonna lie, you deserve 1,000 apologies because, again, we had everything mapped out, What we had, it was a beautiful thing. Yeah, it was.
Don't your heart in those moments just kind of break for Melody when you see Melody knowing that her lifelong, envision of herself with her husband, Martell, it's just not going to be that, even if they were to reconcile, there will always be a child that we're introduced to the relationship through Martell and another woman, Arionne Curry. Drop those teacups in the chat. Let me know that you are live.
Do you mind if I record this conversation?
Do whatever you like. You don't have to have my permission. It's the state of Alabama.
So you want to dissolve Holt and Holt, right?
I don't want anything else to do with any of the companies that we share together.
Cool.
So this is where they are talking about their businesses that they, acquired together as a married couple.
Problem. And then the 47 acres, are we going to split that 50-50 net profits from that, or what's going on with that?
We're at a standstill. And but I'll just update you at a later date, though, because right now I really don't know.
Really?
But I just want to be at a standstill.
I hate that.
Yep.
Embrace?
Embrace beauty. We was in agreement with 15%, and then you said, I don't think you should have anything. I'm saying, how could you say that I would not get anything out of a company that I helped bring about? Why would you do that? To me, at heart, you shouldn't do that. I've always treated you in a way that...
Let's talk about the treatment. Go ahead.
Financially, we'll speak financially, that I trusted you with everything, with every dime I would give it to you to make sure you make the right decisions with my last dime. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, it's just so precarious of him to talk like that about Melody, managing any money when Martell created another life bill for Melody and Martell. Imagine if Melody would have stayed married to Martell. She would have been responsible for the upkeep financially of Arionne and their child that they have together, Martell and Arionne. I hear tell that Martell bought Arionne a matching Mercedes Benz to himself. Okay, we'll look at that clip here after this.
I bring checks. Yeah, that was all the money, the effort, the time that I put in and that you put in behind you to push the brand of Melody Holt. So now you would be like remiss if you wasn't doing what you're doing now, because we put so much time, money, and effort behind you and your brand over all these years. Okay, you've been on social media for how long? 10, 11 years?
Before I met you, since college.
Listen.
Since college, I've been on social media. Absolutely.
I don't want to hit it, but you ain't been branding. You was a damn school teacher. You don't forget.
School teachers are amazing. Thank God for all the school teachers.
I became a school teacher.
But you always talk down when you mention school teachers, like that's a bad career choice. Like you just said, you was a damn school teacher. So were you. Did you forget?
No.
You resigned 4 months before me.
Because I was making 6 figures cutting grass.
Well,
and then I gave you the opportunity months later to resign too.
All right, you ready?
No.
Are you ready?
I mean, hold on.
How many clients did you have then? Your grandfather and about 5 more?
Who did it? Who named it? Who named everything dealing with us? Me. Who put everything together? Me. Who made you CEO of Holt and Holt? Me.
It was a
Who talked about the book? Run the book? Me.
As we see him being so bitter, Okay, just so bitter. Continuing on, bringing us up to where they are today. Okay, bringing us to where they are today on the Love Marriage Huntsville show. Okay.
You had no signs of nothing that like he is. There was nothing to like give you a like, look, something's wrong with this person.
Not that something was wrong with him. Year one, we almost didn't celebrate our anniversary because we had gotten into a year one, but it wasn't about no cheating. It wasn't none of, like, I literally didn't have any notion at all of cheating until 2017, which is when I found out he had been cheating. Before that, nothing. But I could see he had, but we I was popping back too, because you know I can be mouthy too, so I learned. Growing up, I didn't have to do that, but I learned quickly how to, okay, if they say this to you, you better say something back. Don't you just sit back and not say nothing. So I had to teach myself at 22, 23, how to get back with you, right? Because I didn't grow up where I had to do no fussing and cussing and nothing. But I was like, oh, you're not gonna talk to me and say a cuss word and think I'm not gonna say a cuss word back to you. So I had to learn to do that. But even then with the temper and him going off here and there, I'm thinking, I didn't think it was something deep. I was young. I didn't think, oh, it's something deep.
So do you think you were letting a lot slide by, or do you think you were letting a lot slide by back then?
Looking back at it now, yeah. Look, that's the thing. I can say for the woman I am today, we wouldn't have made it to no year 3, 4, 5, 6, and 4 kids
So
later.
what took so long for you to get to the point where you were like, this is it, I'm not dealing with this anymore? Was it the baby?
No, because I left him before I even knew about
Well,
that.
that's true.
Yeah, I was at your crib when I learned. You know, he was lying in. That was the summer of 2020. He was lying in. Ain't nobody pregnant. I ain't got nobody pregnant.
That's right.
You gonna give me another chance?
Okay, so that's when you had left, but that's what, okay, so is that what made you